I'm starting over here, and I'll go as far as I can and then come back. And then go down to Flint Ridge, the great flint quarry site for all the Native Americans in this area who considered it a free zone. In other words, any Indian found in that immediate area was immune from attack from any other enemy Indian. The other end of what is only a 4-mile bike ride. Problem is, land use is so intensive back here that once they abandoned a railroad, I'm sure that all the farmers tore up everything that was in their way so they could plant it. There's an old cabin, though. It doesn't say who or what it's symbolizing, although it does have a outline of a black hand on a wooden plaque over the door. I learned from this, but you see the couple of gouges there and another one a little bit higher up, and then down here some more. I wonder if this wouldn't be an attachment point, or they wouldn't be attachment points for some kind of side building that came out here. Holes here, they might have been filled with dowels that protruded out just as hooks on the back side of the cabin to hold things, or maybe shelving. Classic old building, although I don't know how old it is. The chimney's probably been rebuilt, it looks like it. Kind of coping is very traditional. Probably it was a pretty simple, straightforward way to do it, either with a saw, most particularly not even with a hatchet. Big dowels right near the front door, and some smaller ones over here. And here, notice, there's a set of 4. And notice how the ceiling joist has been adjusted for height with a shim on the bottom, but then jammed into that notch there with a wedge that would support that second floor. Since this isn't much of a bike ride, I may go back here where my vehicle is, get my hiking poles, and come right back here and see if I can hike up one of these ridges, which would be a nice mile hike. Again, not much. Just some photos. This first one is the railroad station. Remember, we're on a railroad, we're following an old railroad, and it's positioned where the cabin is we looked at. The old town of Tabasso had to be moved, apparently, when they built Dillon Dam. So it was probably somewhere around here, I guess. This is Blackhand Gorge wall, or rock, aka Council Rock. It was the location of the rock carving of a large black hand, which pointed natives to Flint Ridge. The hand was blasted away in 1825 to make the canal towpath. So apparently that block wall was the path, the top of it. It's a beautifully peaceful river. Reminds me of that kayak trip I took down the White River in Arkansas. Sandstone, the gorge was quarried, crushed, and used in the production of glass bottles. This picture shows a steam shovel in the quarry. You have the Quarry Loop trail, and you get some sense that there must have been something here, because that's 2 human designed corner and walls. This is the existing current railroad nearby. I'm in the process of hiking the Quarry Rim Trail. Just came off to see this. We'll go back to the trail. Through the trees are the only views so far we're going to get of this quarry. The bike trail's over there, I think. Pretty sure it is. Look at this. Oh, not quite a nest, just being used to get at the grubs inside the, well, it is almost a basically dead tree, but not quite. Another view of the quarry. How silent and peaceful it is today. Slightly better view. You imagine kids daring themselves to jump off the top into a quarry. The presumption being that the quarry's face goes straight down through the water. And the old quarries are referred to in literature, novels where young kids did things, went swimming, but places where criminals dumped bodies and gold and weapons. And over there's where one view from the bike trail is. And if you wonder why I'm dwelling so much on this quarry, because there isn't much else to dwell on here. It's an interesting wall, a natural wall, but it looks like it was designed specifically for the quarry. A little bit closer view of this lovely stream at Blackhand Rock, which ain't Blackhand anymore. Notice what we kids would have called a Tarzan swing hanging down. Any big rope you could suspend from a limb over water was a great opportunity. I remember slicing up my chest, hitting a branch with it one time. It's the great cut we just walked through. But look at on the wall. Doesn't that look like the outline perhaps of an acorn, or more homey, a muffin?